Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Toy here. This will be a video on, well, what I believe to be the 5 top characters which every account should be having. And I believe these characters do amazing in both physical and magical teams. Now, let's get it started. First on the list, and not in any specific order, we got Mei. Now, Mei mainly is used as a buffer, but then again, she can heal, she can stun as well. So her basic buffs are attack speed, attack, and a lot of penetration. This makes her insanely good for the new Shockman content. But with UT1, she gives out a lot of magical defense, which then makes her very useful in Trial of Flow, but also Dragons for early game players. Also, her soul weapon is probably one of the best in the game because it is constant. So if you do play in longer battles, let's say World Boss, then your damage will significantly rise with that. And with the newest mission system, if you are a newer player, you can get her in the very first day. Now, I do believe that she is unique weapon reliant, but with a 0 star, you will be set for a long time. But if you do decide to invest in her, it is definitely a good thing to do. Her buff rates will increase significantly, and her soul weapons on A2 are disgustingly good. That overall makes her a small investment but very high capped character. As for gearing, I would go with the usual attack, attack speed, crit, and HP to give her more survivability. Then again, if you use her for the Trial of Flow, make sure that she gets magical defense and a lot of magical block. As for the number 2 on the list, we got Anet. Now, some veterans may shoot me for saying this, but I believe her to be super interesting even for physical teams. Now, hear me out on this one. She has an attack speed buff, a crit buff, but most of all, she has a CC immunity and a party cleanse. Another character which has that is Shay. Only problem is you gotta 5-star her to get 100% uptime on CC immunity. Anet is done with just a unique treasure 3, and even her unique weapon is debatable whether you should need it or not. Just take note, she obviously does way better in a magical team because she magically amps all of the damage. Third one on the list, and you may have guessed it if you watch my streams, but it is the lady, and that is Rahartna. She is absolutely gorgeous in just about every content. She gives attack, defense, she stuns, she heals, she attack speed reduces. I can honestly not name a thing that she doesn't do. Her stun is probably one of the biggest in the game, and if she amps skills on T5 Dark, you both get attack and defense. That way, for early game players, she is monstrous when you start doing dragons. And just to show you how versatile it is, TOC 80, which normally is very hard for a lot of people. Look at the amount of stun that I'm going out with this singular team. Now, I make sure everybody's using some cooldowns. We pop the S3, cooldowns all become lower, and guess what? We will have a more stunning, and normally I get about 50 stacks. I'm on 38 right now, which means less HP, less damage I have to do. He will do less damage to my face, so it is absolutely gorgeous. And better yet, I believe her to be one of the best characters for the Trial of Flow. She doesn't even need a unique weapon or unique treasure at all. But if you do get it, it's even better. As for the build, once again standard attack, attack speed, crit, and HP will be enough. Fourth on the list is Audie, the raccoon dog, and I'm biased toward this guy because I am a Cecilia player. Now, if you have a main damage dealer with a lot of cooldowns, aka Cecilia, Panzerone, then in combination with Audie, you can reset their cooldowns to almost 0 depending on how high you have his unique weapon. But not just that, stuns, buffs, and everything else, even if they get dispelled, their uptime will become so much bigger. Therefore, Audie is an absolute monster. Not even to mention his soul weapon, I believe it to be one of the best supportive soul weapons in the game. As for the last pick, it's not Lavril. So some people of you may be mad, like, why the hell did you not pick Lavril? She is insane for damage boosters on your main damage dealer. And you are absolutely right. You should get her. I felt like I have a better pick. Now, I am biased because I use her. But my personal 5th pick is Elias. And I pick her for multiple reasons. Now, in terms of early game dragons, she gives magical defense and she gives out a lot of mana. So if she then gives out mana, chances of your tank being able to survive, because there are other characters that will heal, is significantly increasing. Now, there are 2 other reasons why I would pick Elias over anything else. If you look at Dark Legion, if you look at Shockmat, the Little Shack, the first wave of those 2 stages is probably where you need to do the fastest damage, because on Dark Legion you will get attack speed reduced until oblivion. So if you then have Elias pop in the S3 or just the T5 Dark, you will get enough mana to do whatever. You can also build her towards CC immunity, and that to me in Dark Legion seems really good too. Because as you can see, I'm getting pulled over here. But guess what? Surprise! I'm not getting CC'd at the back, which is great, because then I can make sure I get the first heal off. Is she then in range to get slapped? Yeah, but then the rest of the team can fix that. But her giving everybody magical defense skills off of attack, so the moment you get her unique weapon up, it becomes even better. Better yet, the heal rate on her unique weapon to every other ally becomes better, so that is a reason why I pick her for Chase. Because he doesn't have lifesteal, he has healing rate. AKA, Elias is a big buffer to my Chase. Now, in my preferred team of what I would call some bruisers, having more healing rate is good for my Lowen, because his soul weapon heals. For my Kane, because he heals, also with the soul weapon. For my Chase, because he also heals. So everybody on this team is healing. So Elias is very good. Although she doesn't have a dispel compared to Yuno. Although she doesn't have a cleanse compared to Refi. Then again, if we look at this current healing of my team, it is absolutely broken. And it's not even a 5-star yet. This is great. Well, that is it for my personal 5 picks that I believe everybody should be having. Little bias here and there, but hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think into the comments. But for now, this is Twebby. Peace!